Welcome back to our Thai red curry meatballs. Look at that steam. So what we're needing today is some red curry paste here, and then we have some coconut milk. Make sure that it's a virgin unprocessed coconut, so always check your ingredients. And we've got a spring onion, and we've got a courgette, then some fresh ginger. Make sure to use fresh ginger because that's the best. Garlic, onions. We have some honey from Malmedy. We of course have organic ground beef, white rice, and of course some butter. And these are all the ingredients that you need. If you guys check the description below, you can find the exact measurements. So what we want to do first is cut the green onion, the fresh ginger about this big of a size, and one garlic. We want to finely chop that and put that into our minced meat. The rest is put it on the side for later, for when we start cooking. So here we're just cleaning up the spring onion, cutting off the sides, and it's important to cut the spring onion quite small because you don't want to have huge pieces of spring onion surprise you when you're eating your meatballs. And again, you want really, really small pieces, so just chop them as finely as you can. And once you reach about this consistency, that's perfect. And just chuck it all in there. And then do the same with your garlic and your fresh ginger. It's time for a fun fact. Ginger is so great for your digestion, and if you have a sore throat, it's amazing for alleviating pain. Once you've minced all your ingredients, just put them in the bowl with the mincemeat. Add some salt. Add some pepper. And you can do this to taste. I like a lot of pepper, so I'm gonna go all ham. There we go. And then now we're also going to be adding 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. After this, you can go ahead and proceed to cut up your shallots. If you don't have shallots, you can use any type of onion. Really, we made sure, it doesn't really taste any different. And you cut up the rest of your garlic and the rest of your ginger. I like to use a lot of ginger, but do it to taste, guys. And you can set this aside for later. This is optional, but we forgot to mention that we cracked in an egg for a little bit more, a better consistency of the minced meat. And now we're mixing just everything all together. And here I've decided not to use a spoon because that takes too long. And I'm just gonna go like old school, like the olden days, just plain with your hands. Make sure to wash your hands first though, because hygiene is important, especially if you're cooking for other people. Once we've completed our concoction of amazing things and ingredients, we are going to go to the fun part and make our little balls. I make them as big as marbles. I love having small bites. Up to you to do whatever you want. This is the size that I'm making. And then this is gonna take a while, so we're gonna show you the end shots of the balls. After some serious hard labor, here is your end result. You can place the balls in the fridge for the time that we take to prep the courgette, which we will be frying in a different pan. We're gonna make around 1 to 1.5 centimeters so we can have a little bit of a bite. And I like them to be a little bit smoky, so I'm gonna try and fry them up that way. And now we can get to the fun part. So before we cook, I'm gonna set the rice on the side. And once the rice is cooking, we're gonna throw some butter in the pan. Once the butter is melted, we can chuck in our shallots, our ginger, and our fresh garlic and saute these for a minute or two until it's nice and fragrant. So once this is translucent, smelling good, and looking even better, you can go ahead and add in your red curry paste. And give it a really good stir. Also add not even half a cup of water to just make it into more of a paste situation. And of course, once our gorgeous paste is ready, we can go ahead and throw in our homemade meatballs. And these two guys didn't want to go in, but then we can kind of wait until they're a little bit browned on each edge before we hustle and tussle it, because otherwise you're just gonna break it up and cause meatball soup. Once the balls have been browned on every side, you can go ahead and throw in your coconut milk. Make sure you're tossing this gently so you don't break up the balls because they're still raw from inside, and we're just gonna let them cook in this beautiful golden looking liquid. And then we can go ahead and add in our generous tablespoon of honey. This adds a sweetness and it complements the spice and the heat very well. And now you grab another pan that you have lying around the house and you put some butter in it because we're about to fry up our courgettes. Wait until it's quite hot and then just chuck them in, fill it up. And when they are looking like that, please use a spatula. I've been doing this for years, honey. Please use a spatula. But this is what it should look like. Add a little bit of salt to taste, maybe some pepper if you'd like. You know me, I love my pepper. And then the curry is sizzling in the background. And when your rice is also finished, you're ready for plating. So here we are, putting some rice on the plate. And then we can go ahead and plate our courgette. Remember to eat a lot of vegetables because it's so healthy for you. And we can go in with the curry. Also make sure to get a lot of that juice in there and make it nice and juicy because that's my favorite part. And then you're pretty much done and ready to plate up. So happy dinner, guys. Enjoy.